Hey guys, I'm in the middle of some type of snowstorm. It is February 9th, I believe. 8th, 9th. And I'm recording this for February 24th through March 1st-ish. But the dates don't matter on these things anyway, you guys. You guys know that. Because whenever you're supposed to watch this, you're supposed to watch this, and you're supposed to get from it whatever you get from it. And then you're supposed to remember whatever you remember from it. And somehow it's going to help you in some way, shape, or form. All right, so I felt like I feel like the animals want to help us today. Also, I think I'm going to feel into where the feminines are at this week. First off, I feel like the flamingo for the feminines for some reason. So I'm just going to look it up. I'm not even going to, I'll look for the card, and then maybe I'll pause it and find the card. Hang on. Okay, I found it. Flamingo. It actually matches me, doesn't it? That's funny. All right, so it says embrace the in-between. Number 26. Let's look it up. Embrace. Oh. 26. I had to wake up at like 5:30 this morning because snow had completely engulfed my car, and I had to turn it around to where the sun would melt off the windshield. And I felt like going on my book, oddly enough. All right. Flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. Balance comes easily to flamingo spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be, but do not resist flamingo's spirit call to the fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. With one foot in the life you are moving away from and one foot in the future, as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions, you must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Oh, interesting. Embrace the in-between. The presence of flamingo spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with your new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become fully aware of all that you are experiencing in this in-between time. How interesting is that? This is what the card looks like again. And this is the deck I'm using. So that's where the feminines are at right now. They're trying to stay really present in the moment. Let me actually tap into the energy of this for just a moment. Well, those that I think I'll be tapping into for this reading, you guys are really trying to be in that surrendered state. You're really trying not to make too big of a deal of this anymore. It's like you're really trying to, it's really kind of a weird place to be because you doubt which future is coming to you. You doubt who it'll be with. You doubt, or I shouldn't say doubt, you're unsure. You're unsure about what's coming in the future for you because you're not even sure whether to believe in your masculine or not, or you might just be feeling like, I don't know. I'm hearing about other people who have lots of offers and I don't. So I'm not quite sure what to believe anymore, or whether I should just be like holding out for this masculine that I've been believing in all along, or whether I should, entertain somebody new, because it hasn't quite broken through the surface yet. But I feel like it's about to. Let's see, where else are you? I feel like you're doing well in your career. I feel like you're flourishing. I feel like everything else is going really well for you. And that's what's kind of confusing, is you feel like quite a catch. You feel like you got it all and you got tons to offer, yet no offers in love. I also feel like you take really good care of yourself, or you're trying to, like that you're really making an effort to work on yourself, to stay in a good vibration. You're getting things done. You're feeling on top of things. I feel like you're feeling pretty darn optimistic about your life in general. You may even be thinking, look, if this doesn't happen with my masculine soon, if he doesn't reach out to me soon and make some kind of an effort, then I think I'm going to try something totally different, like even moving or something like that. It's like you feel like a rat in a cage, like you just got to get out. You got to get out and go. Like you don't want to be stuck anymore. You don't want to be in limbo anymore. You don't want to be the flamingo anymore. But you're not like in a hurry either. You're just ready. I just feel like you're just ready to do something when the moment strikes. This could be getting your life going with your masculine if he shows up, or it could be you're just ready to go at the next opportunity that presents itself. Seems like something exciting to go for. So, all right. If that resonated with you, then the rest of this message will be for you. This will be about your masculine. Okay. This one. Okay. You want me to use the Connolly deck to let you know where your masculine's at right now. Some of you are going to the next level too. Like some of you are getting promoted. You might be considering a relocation for work. I feel like a lot of you have closed the door on a chapter of your life in regards to work, or going to the next level somehow. Like, I don't know. You just like became unsatisfied and wanted to do something new. Okay. Where are their masks? These women that I'm describing, these feminines that I'm describing, man or woman, where is their masculine coming from at this time, please? Wow. Okay, so the Hanged Man, Judgment, and Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like he's been in a suspended state. He's suspended judgments, like making too hasty of a judgment. He's tried to keep a real open mind. I feel like he's had some epiphanies even about spirituality, even his connection to you. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's like he realizes you're a gift from God. Maybe he already knew that, but it could be that he's just really feeling that real connection to you. Like he's just feeling like this is a golden opportunity for him that he can't miss out on. And I feel like this is causing him to make some major, major judgment calls based on his new way of looking at things. He's probably been going through an awakening, meaning that he's also been going through kind of a period of not feeling like he's quite satisfied anymore with the status quo. He's not happy the way that his life has been going either. And he's really wanting some changes to happen. And what was satisfying him before, or what was gratifying to him before, is no longer suiting him. So he also, he's wanting a second chance. He's wanting a second chance, and he's hoping he might be able to change your mind about him. He's hoping he might be able to, that he's hoping you're not judging him, and he's wanting to make you some kind of an offer, either in work. Some of you, they want to work with you, or work on some kind of a creative project or something with you. Or he might just be ready to commit now. Maybe he wasn't ready to commit before. Maybe he's made some judgment calls that maybe you guys are just going to be getting more on the same page. Maybe he's thought about some things that you've talked about. And so he's like coming to a place where he's meeting you at wherever you were at. I feel like the Justice card in a way is here. It's like the balancing of scales. Somehow he has leveled up to meet you at your level. He's trying to see things the way you see things. He's been working at this for a while, and I feel like he might even be having people in his life ask him, like, why are you so different now? Why are you making these crazy decisions? Why are you doing these crazy things? Why now? Why do you, I feel like, gosh, it's like both of you are really wanting something new and different to happen. This is the perfect place for you to be at, to have union happen. When you think about it, you guys are so ready to go. Okay, tell us more about where the masculine's at, please. Tell me more about where these masculines are at that I'm tapping into right now, please. All right. Well, he does feel insecure. You got the Moon and the Five of Cups here with the Ace of Cups and the Star. So, in both of these pictures, in the Judgment card and the Moon, it's like there's another person who is aware that he's like staring off at his Moon, which would represent the feminine. So he might still have somebody. Or maybe he is really regretting that he had someone. You know, maybe he's just feeling bad. Maybe he's feeling insecure that the feminine is going to judge him for whatever it was that he had with a third party. He just said escapism. He said the other person was more comfortable, wasn't so much against the grain, wasn't as risky, but it was more risky to his heart. He realized it was more hurtful to his heart to do something inauthentic, like to be with her. And he came to realize that that's what he went through with his awakening, was feeling like that dissatisfaction I was talking about. I just got all the glitters isn't gold. It was like the devil disguises itself in a real pretty package, but it's not ultimately something that was bringing them happiness or joy or contentment or satisfaction or fulfillment or any of the above. So, you know, he's felt kind of bad about his feminine. He's got those Two of Cups up on the mantle, you know, that he could be proud of, which is his true love, Two of Cups is true love. But he's focused on maybe beating himself up about also, it's like, I feel like that the karmic person that he was with may have made him really doubt himself or make him feel really bad about himself. So he could be just really kind of taking a good look. I feel like he's just taken a good look at the things that the karmic has said and done and is trying to learn from it. I feel like he's really trying to gather, he really is trying to take the lemons and turn them into lemonade. You know, he's really trying to, he's taking it as like a crash course or something. Like he just took this class on love. And he's like, okay, I now know what I don't want. I now know that I don't want to try to squeeze myself into something that I'm not to keep somebody around. That's not even a very kind person. You know, I kind of just want I want to be with my feminine where I feel more natural, more vulnerable, more real, a real connection. That's where we can just be ourselves. And he is believing that you guys have a bright future together. He feels that you guys will have a lot of healing. There's a lot of healing to be had. He's had a lot of faith. You know, that last picture, he was looking out at the moon, and the moon is the feminine. And then here he's looking out at the stars. So maybe at nighttime he was thinking about you a lot, or looking out the window, or looking up at the stars, thinking about you. Daydreaming about, you know, being able to go the distance and communicate with you. Because there's that bird, and then there's the sword in the back. He's wanting to go grab that sword and the stone. He knows that he's the one that can get that stone out of your heart. There's like grapes in the background too. For some reason, asthma is coming to mind. Asthma is supposed to be, or grapes are supposed to be good for asthma, but also, I mean, this could be wine country. I don't know. But he's starting to love himself now. Maybe he broke away from that karmic. Maybe he's announced that he's gotten away from that karmic. And he's wanting to, from that love that he's found for himself in that stage where he was analyzing everything, taking a good look. I think he's taken a good look here to heal from the situation before he embraces those Two of Cups, you know. So he's done that. And now he's ready to make that offer from that place of loving himself finally and filling up his own cup. This was actually, I feel like, instead of like a regretful, I feel like, you know, he feels bad about it, but I also feel like he's being wise. I feel like he has been really, you know, going within to realize his worth and his value. And I feel like it's actually made him more confident and sure of what he wants to do going forward. Oh, that's funny because this little Cupid was just doing what I was just doing, like, you know. Yeah, he's just been like, how do I offer my love now? How do I offer it from this place of self-love and from this peace? It's like, I feel pretty good about my life. I feel like I have a lot to offer now. I feel like I'm valuable. I'm really loving myself. And now, you know, I've put it out there that I'm not with that karmic anymore. And now I want to make her an offer. Now, this is a page, so it's going to be like a text message or phone call or some kind of message. Could be an email, but it's news. And one of the cool things about having news is it's a really good excuse to contact your feminine. When you've got a new job, for example, and maybe he's got something going on, or maybe that project he wants to involve you in or something, but when you've got news, it's like the perfect excuse. Hey, guess what? I got this thing going on right now and I want you involved. Or, hey, how you been? Guess what? I broke up with my girlfriend or whatever. So news can be a really good way to connect with that person and cause that healing to happen. And, talk about whatever those hidden things are that you've kept from her all this time, and really have it out. All right. Where else is this masculine coming from at this time, please? He's had a hard time with being away from his feminine. He was obviously thinking about her even when he was with his karmic. That really bothered him too. Because he knew that ultimately his heart belonged to his feminine, but he was kind of wasting time, but he did it because he wanted to make sure that there weren't going to be any regrets. He wanted to give it his complete, he's got people who were saying things to him like, did you really try everything? Did you really this? Did you really that? Because they thought, because they didn't see necessarily behind the scenes how he was being treated, but they were really wanting him to, give it a shot. And he didn't want the judgment either. He was avoiding judgment. So maybe some of it was people pleasing, but, he ultimately did the loving thing for himself, which is always to come for you. So he wants the end of a difficult period. This has been really tough for him. This is amazing. It's been really tough for him to go through all of this, but it's been very valuable. And what he realizes, he just became more and more solid. He may have broken up with her, gotten back, broken up with her, gotten back, because I just feel like this guy that I'm tapping into just really needed to feel that resolution, that resolve, that conviction of that he's making the right choice. So here you are. Who, me? You pick me? Of all of these swords? And doesn't the way these swords are, doesn't it kind of look like some kind of an honoring thing? Like a 10-gun salute or something and she's glowing. When he started awakening and started to see things for what they really were, he became more, he was more resonating on her level. They were both glowing. They both had that aura that was just lighting them up, and it made them more on the same page, like that leveling up I was talking about. So yeah, he's definitely, he's coming to her in the night. Maybe he's going to tell her this news at night. Maybe he's going to be calling her at nighttime. Or maybe he's going to take her out at night because she's in a beautiful gown. Maybe he tells her at night and she lights up like a light bulb because she's so excited and happy to hear the news that this difficult time is over with and that he's now single and wanting to drive it forward. This is a man who takes the reins into his own hands as a single person, no longer attached to the karmic person, and he is driving forward, protecting himself, protecting his feminine, on guard a little bit, and kind of ready to go at war if he needs to, but he's barreling through. It's because he is really, really clear now that she is his true love. There's those 2 cups. He went and grabbed those cups off the mantle, and he is offering his love to his true love. He trusted in divine timing, and now he's ready to express that and to get the ball rolling on a whole new life opening up for the 2 of them. Like lightning bolts are coming out of that thing. The fog is clearing away. There's no more fog. There's just total clarity and a Cupid hanging out. So he's coming. He's coming. He's coming and he's delivering news, and he is going to, a whole new life is going to be opening up for you guys. And it's something that I don't think either of you, I mean, so you guys have been preparing behind the scenes a little bit, trying to get acclimated to the idea of being with each other, but I don't think either of you have any clue what it's really going to be like, which is really exciting. And I think it's going to be way better than you guys can imagine. I think you guys might be, you know, when you bring two people together who love each other tremendously, but have been living separate lives and you haven't really been in contact, you know, you find out some crazy things. You find out some crazy things about what's going on, and then you just do with it what you will. It's going to go forward very quickly, you guys. He's going to rush in and speak his truth. He is going to cause a reconciliation to happen, a reiteration of feelings. So you guys being able to share your hearts with one another and bring some healing to the situation, a second chance. So just know that this is happening. Love yourself and be ready. Don't plan on having this relationship in the future as what's going to make you happy. Make your happiness now. In whatever situation you're in, be happy now. Love yourself. Value yourself. Go in for your wisdom and knowledge. Meditate. Focus on you and finding that contentment and fulfillment within. Okay, masculines. Masculines, we're going to pick an animal for you, and then we'll tell you about your feminine. The scarab beetle. Interesting. Magic works through you. Awesome. So number 52. Okay. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of scarab beetle spirit reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, scarab beetle spirit reminds you that spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old. For spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you can feel replenished and revitalized as you make magic with what's at hand. See how I said that when you guys come together and you finally communicate, you're going to create something together, like co-create? Now it's a time for great optimism, where you can accomplish anything you desire and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Wow. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere, and as you allow a spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. That's pretty cool. You might start seeing some beetles and stuff. Maybe you haven't seen. If either of you have been seeing beetles, then that's confirmation that this is about to manifest and come into fruition. It's going to actually happen in the physical world. Like you can touch each other, hug, kiss, whatever else. Okay, so which cards do you want me to use for the feminines? Okay. So, what do the masculines need to, these cards feel really light today. Wow. Now the feminines aren't very weighed down right now. They're feeling pretty optimistic themselves. So what do these masculines need to know about their feminines this week, please? What do these masculines need to know about their feminines? Wow, these just feel super light. Wow, they feel like feathers. All right. Oh, wow, isn't that interesting? So she wants to talk to you. She definitely wants to talk to you. She could be feeling insecure, maybe about some harsh words that you've said to her before. This is the Moon card, and it's all about like insecurities, uncertainty, maybe feeling a little trepidation. The Page of Swords can be like gathering information, spying. So perhaps she's watching you or been spying on you, or maybe saw something on social media, or maybe whatever news you shared. Maybe she heard about it through friends or through whatever avenue. So she could be feeling insecure, maybe about what she heard or what she saw. She could also just be unsure because she hasn't heard from you. You haven't spoken to her yet, so she's like not quite sure what to think or what to feel. She's trying to stay in that surrendered state, but she really does want to hear from you. And maybe she's also uncertain what she's going to say to you, because this is a page, it's not a knight or king. So she may be feeling a little bit insecure about her ability to communicate with you effectively and clearly enough. Maybe she's also feeling like there's so much she wants to tell you that's hidden, and she may be a little concerned about telling you a truth as well. So she's like, well, when he finally does talk to me, I'm not sure how to share what I've got to share. There's so much has happened since last we talked, or since we've never talked, and not quite sure how to convey this message when he does come through. But she's definitely wanting commitment with you. She's also could be like changing and learning and growing in her own spirituality. We talked about how she's trying to really be in the moment. You guys are too. You're going through, both of you are going through, like, well, they've been through their awakening, but she could have increased faith because she is staying in the moment. And when you stay in the moment, you have more of a knowingness and more of a connection to spirit. So maybe she's just felt really kind of surrendered to knowing that this communication is coming through, even though she feels like insecure or unsure about what she's going to say to you about some of these things that you don't know about. But she's still like having a lot of faith in this connection, and that you're going to be able to hear her and that it will go well. She may be also I feel some flirtation energy here. I feel like she's feeling kind of like she wants to date, in the sense of like something along the lines of tradition. And she like wants to be courted. She wants the door open for her, and she wants a little romance. I feel like she wants a little romance, and to be kind of courted in a way, or won over. And I think she's also insecure about like whether you're actually going to like follow through on your plans. There are stories out there of these masculines that ask the feminines out on dates and don't show up. So I think that was one of the things she feels insecure about as well, is, are we really going to actually have a chance to talk about the hidden stuff? Are we, is he actually going to show up? Because I really need commitment. I want commitment now. The feminines are really ready to go to that next level. I feel like the masculines I'm tapping into, though, I think they're the ones that they're actually more mature. I think they've matured a lot, especially from that last karmic relationship. I think they've grown up a lot. I don't think they're going to be, I think the feminines may be a little insecure about it, but I think these masculines have sticking power. I think they're going to follow through. You guys are. Yeah. 7 of Wands. This place in this world is by her side, and you're gonna fight for her. So there's the answer to that. So where else? Well, that's also saying that the feminines, because we're tapping into the feminines right now for you, that they may be feeling a little defensive about that. They may be unsure whether to trust it. can I trust that he's actually going to be there for me, or is he going to run away like they are? Like all these stories I'm hearing. Is he just going to, So just know that that's the situation that you're kind of coming into. If you reassure her and just make sure that you follow through on your plans. Whatever you say you're going to, don't say anything don't say that you're going to do anything that you're actually not planning on following up with doing. I know some masculines I've talked to actually feel that, like wanting to run from it. Some feminines for that matter too, but like either of you, if you guys feel like running because you're scared of the intensity of it, try to challenge yourself to actually stick it through. Feel the uncomfortableness of it, but allow that to like bust through and kind of burst through some kind of blockage in your heart. You could take time and take a few weeks to pull back and go like reassess everything and do that if you really must. But even if you do that, try to communicate to your feminine that you need time to mull it over, that you really deeply care about them. You weren't lying about how you felt about them, but you just need to take some time to just kind of assess things because that's how you are, that you need to take some time to yourself. But if you can, try to stick it through, and it's a bit of a bumpy ride a little bit emotionally if you're not real good at taking care of your own feelings, but try, because it's really cool what could bust through and what kind of epiphanies that you might have if you actually stick it out. So just a little hint there. Oh my God, I got the 7 of Wands again. So, yeah, the 7 of Wands, that's what I was talking about. It's like, your place in this world is by her side. And you don't want to lose her to being fickle. You don't want to lose her to being wishy-washy. That's what it's going to look like to her. She doesn't understand that you need to pull back away to do that, because she doesn't do that. I mean, feminines, they know how to talk things out. They know how to sort through their emotions and stuff. They're not going to understand that you have to go take off. And they're really not going to understand they'll see it as lying if you say, hey, let's do this, and then you don't. That's not going to help trust, and it's not going to help rapport. So you guys got to fight for this. You guys got to stand your ground. And no matter what opinions come out, or no matter what kind of, like, those wands could be like other guys, that want to take her away if you don't do something. But it's most likely, I feel like it's your own ideas of self-sabotage. It's your own self-sabotage stuff you're going to have to like kind of hold on to. Like, you're going to be on a roller coaster a bit emotionally, perhaps. But they're encouraging you to just kind of stand your ground, stand up for what you believe. You know that this is the right person for you. So, yeah, like I just feel like test your own strength and courage. So the feminines are really also, this is that energy I was talking about, how they're just like, you know what, I know my self-worth now. I know that I'm a valuable person. This is the Hermit card. So she's gone inside for her value and her worth. And she's like, I don't want to procrastinate any longer. I don't want to wait around any longer. I'm not going to wait for him to go back and forth. I'm not going to wait. I'm just not going to wait. I have the Midas touch. I can make anything happen. I can make anything turn to gold. She's really believing in herself and her abilities. And she doesn't care if she like drops a grenade on the house and it explodes and goes down to nothing. She'll be like the phoenix rising from the ashes and go recreate herself. She's like close the door on some chapter in her life and has started a new job, or is wanting to start a new level of her job, or like she's really going after her career here and being grounded and mature and stable in her life. And she's looking for a partner to meet her at that level. She's protecting her heart too. She doesn't want to go through this stuff anymore. She may be guarding her heart a little bit too much, but it's because she knows her worth, and she doesn't want to just give it up to anybody. Sexually, even. You know, most feminines have waited years. We're celibate for years. Oh, this is sweet. She's got the Star card and the Hierophant. So she's got a lot of faith that this is the connection that she wants and that it could be very, very healing for you guys. And she believes that you are her bright future as well. And she believes a lot of healing could be had. And she might also have been looking up at the stars and thinking of you. Maybe she sees you as a star. Maybe you are a star. But, you know, she feels like you are her bright light in her night. Isn't that beautiful? And she's wanting to commit to you. She's wanting maybe even marriage. She's really believing in this connection, having a lot of faith in it. She's gone through and she's laid down some burdens. She's gotten rid of anything that no longer serves her, and she's just sitting there, dissatisfied. She's like, God, I did everything. I worked so hard on all these things and on myself. And I've turned the wheel of fortune. I've made all this money, and I've done well in my career. And like, now I'm just like, where's the love? Where's the love? You know, she's laid down all these burdens. That's the 10 of Wands. And it's because she wants this happy family with you. She's gone through major transformation, major transformation in this time during separation. Now she's ready for her family, and she's ready for you guys to get back to being like little kids again. Or maybe for the first time, you know, to meet and play and heal and be all excited and go through that bubble phase again, perhaps. She really wants for there to be a lot of communication, a lot of text messages, things going forward very quickly into a happy future. So you guys want the same thing. You just gotta get this communication going so that you can get rid of some of this angst, you know, and dissatisfaction in the waiting. All right. So if this resonated for you, then click below and we'll go over and do the extended reading now. We're going to use a bunch of different oracle cards, and I'll do a light language blessing for you guys to help you through these energies. And I guess that's it for now. Have a beautiful week, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.